Hello everyone and welcome to TechBastian. In the previous video we talked about the family of the Mate 20. Now it's time for the latest releases, in this case the P30 family, in which are the P30 Lite, the P30 and the P30 Pro, which were presented in March of this year in Paris. Once again, each phone intended to serve different needs, come full of innovations in certain aspects and continuities in others. So let's see how the future of these telephones looks like, since they have been the most affected by the latest news from Huawei, and we will see which one to choose. We will quickly go through the three of them to see its main characteristics and differences, starting with the screen and the design. Having the three here is not seen major difference in size. The P30 Lite is 15.2 centimeters high and 7.2 centimeters wide, and weighs 159 grams, and has a LCD screen of 6.1 inches with a resolution of 2312 by 1080. The P30 is 40.9 centimeters high and 7.1 centimeters wide, and weighs 165 grams, and has a 6.1-inch OLED screen and a resolution of 2340 by 1080, while the largest of all, the P30 Pro, is 15.8 centimeters high and 7.3 centimeters wide, and weighs 192 grams, and has an OLED screen of 50.5 inches and a resolution of 2340 by 1080. The resolution is enough to see the content well and not miss a little bit of sharpness for a casual user. Now let's move on to one of the most important aspects, such as the camera. The P30 Lite has a 32 megapixel front camera with aperture f2 and three cameras at the back, a 22 megapixel, a 24 megapixel wide-angle aperture f1.8. The other has 8 megapixels ultra-wide-angle aperture f1.8, and the latest has 2 megapixels lens bokeh, as they have called it. Aperture f1.8. Daytime images enjoy a great level of detail. The focus is fast and we can easily get pretty eye-catching images. The P30 has a 32 megapixel front camera at aperture f2, while in the back it has three cameras of 40 megapixel angle and an aperture f1.8, another 60 megapixel wide angle aperture f2.2, and the last of 8 megapixel telephoto and an aperture f2.4, which offers us a hybrid zoom of 10x as an optical one of only 3 times. Has the improved artificial intelligence that offers image stabilization, as we see once again in the photos of test, seems to do well, and if you know how to use the Pro mode, I'm sure that you would take advantage of it. Now we jump to the P30 Pro, that has a front camera of 32 megapixels and aperture f2, which is located in this notch type drop, while in the back it has a beam jump, since it has 4 cameras, but this time we have 40 megapixels in the angular and aperture f1.6, also 20 megapixels in the wide angle and an aperture f2.2, and finally the same 8 megapixels in the telephoto lens with periscope design according to Huawei, and an aperture f3.4, which gives us a 5 times optical zooms and digital up to 50 times. Finally, a 4 camera that they have called time-of-flight camera, which is a sensor that collects 3D data to integrate them with the other captures. In general shots with good light, we have realistic colors. The weak point is again the detail. We have 4K recording and also artificial intelligence to recognize scenes. As we see in the test photos, it does well. Now in the battery, the Lite has a battery of 3340 mAh and has fast charge, which gives us enough battery duration if we do not demand the phone during the day, even about 5 hours of screen on. The P30 comes with a 3600 battery milliamperes, also with fast charge, which gives us the cell phone 20 minutes to charge at 50%, offering about 9 hours of screen, while the P30 Pro has a battery of 4200 mAh, has fast and wireless charging, also giving about 9 hours of screen or enough to spend the day without haste. Where, do, where we do not see a significant change is in Kirin processor from Huawei. The P30 Lite brings the Kirin 710 processor with 8 cores running at 2.3 GHz. It has 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal memory, but it is not expandable through the use of SD cards. Boot of the new nano memory of NM cards developed by Huawei. In the P30 we have the Kirin 918 that runs at 2.6 GHz, has 6 GB of RAM with the same 128 GB of internal memory, also expandable with nano memory. And in the P30 Pro, the Kirin 980 that runs again at 2.6 GHz. However, its RAM memory is 8 GB and has 255 GB of internal storage, once again expandable with nano memory. Something they have in common is that everyone runs the MOI 9 layer in Android Pie. They all come from the factory with this system, with the bad news that they will probably not get the update to Android Q. Keep in mind that all of the other services will continue to function normally in the future, so there is no reason to fear. With all in this in mind, we just need to know the price. The P30 Lite is obtained in 350 euros, about 22,000 rupees or 2,200 yuan. The P30 costs 715 euros, about 4,300 yuan of 58,000 rupees. And the unreachable P30 Pro is scaled to 1,000 euros, 72,000 rupees or 6,000 yuan. In these three cell phones we can see powerful devices with the best in terms of performance and multimedia brand. Do not seem to need the upgrade to Android Q or MOI 10, at least for now. Those looking for a handy, nice mobile with NFC, relatively powerful and with a good camera, Huawei P30 Lite have a more than satisfactory purchase. The new Huawei P30 maintains an exquisite design, reinforced by the passage of the fingerprint reader under the screen, and also highlight the improvement in autonomy, which brings many hours of use with a fast charge only in the market, or if you have the P30 Pro, a construction of quality components that render very well and with all of those photographic possibilities. Each one has space to spare and cameras to spare to plan face both in the mid-range and as in the premium segment, with differential factors compared to the competition. Although the price can scare more than one, whether you buy the P30 Lite or the Pro, you will be more than satisfied. Once the P30 Lite also meets the average needs of the majority. In conclusion, if I had to choose, I would go with the P30. At this time, it would be the one that best suits my needs, as well as my pocket and my lifestyle. Let me know which one would you choose from. Let me know which one would you choose. No more to add. I hope this comparison has been helpful. Stay tuned for the next video and do not forget to give a like and subscribe, as this helps me to grow. Until next time, friends.